Welcome to Learn with Sam and Ash. I'm Sam, and before we go to the class of what we're going to teach, I'm going to ask you a few questions. The question is, are these sentences correct? Number one, I could throw the stick 10 feet yesterday. Okay, remember this one. It's going to stay on the screen, but still. Second one, how many chocolates could you get? Number three, there can be a seminar next week. And number four, we can go running tomorrow. Now, some of you might be thinking, yeah, one or two are correct, or maybe four of them are correct. Answer is, four of them are incorrect. For your surprise, we're going to see in the whole chapter why they are incorrect and how can we correct them, both things. Now, let's get to topic, what we're going to study today, which is can and could. Most of you have asked us in the comments, can we talk about can and could, may and might, shall, should? These are all called modal auxiliary verbs, or also called modal verbs, modals, or modal auxiliaries. All of the names are correct according to Cambridge. So you can say anything to them, that's fine. And there are 10 of them. They are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, and ought to. And today's task is to talk about can and could. So let's begin with just can. Right, can is used in various situations. So we have tried to figure out that if we talk about each situation in detail, you will remember them with example. The first one is talking about ability. Let's see some sentences to understand it. I can read English, but I can't speak it. It's my ability to read. That's what can is used for. Second one is cats can't bark like dogs. Remember, can't can also be pronounced as can't because of British English and American English. The third one, can this chair fold? So here in this first one I'm talking about my ability as a person. Second, we're talking about cat's ability or inability, they can't do it. And last one about chair's ability, that they can't fold or can fold. All right. Second, where we can use can is for common or typical things that happen everyday life. First one, Delhi can be very cold in December. So if you want to talk about something that happens occasionally, or let's say every time that time comes in, that is when we use can. Delhi can be very cold in December, and you know it's true, right? She can be happy just by talking to me. Another sentence, this is common because I know her or I know him. Okay? People can be influenced by you. So this is common for you as a person, let's say, then we can use can as well. Now, number three, possible at some moment. There might be certain situations that it is possible, not always. So you can use can for that purpose. Let me show you some examples for you to understand it. We can go for dinner tonight. So that means only for tonight it is possible. That's why we use can. We can go for dinner tonight. Next one, I can't come to meet you today. You see, it is just about today I can't come. Maybe it's possible I might come. Right, in there I didn't say can, I said I might. So here, I can't come to meet you today. Only for today, I can't. Last one, we can try asking him for money. So only for this situation when we are stuck, we can ask him for money. So we use can in this situation. The fourth one, or the fourth place where we can use can, is ask and give permission. Ask for and give permission. Let's see some example. Can I ask you something? Yes, you can. See, we have tried to make it easier for you by providing both of them in one go itself. First one, can I ask you something, is asking for permission. And second one, yes you can, is giving permission. Second example, can I have more wine? No, you can't. So negative, positive, both are possible in using can. Asking permission, giving permission. I hope this is clear. Fifth one is offering something, or you offer them something. Can I help you? You offered help. Second one, I can write the essay for you. You offered the person that you can write the essay for them. I can write the essay for you. And last, we can bring the food when coming. That means you offered them food when you're coming to their place. Okay, this is offer. You can use can for offer. Number 6 is orders. This is a little bit impolite or informal. Please use it when you are with your close ones or at least close friends. The first one is, can you put it down? So let's say you're holding their most important phone or something. You ask them, can you put it down? Second, can you not do that? You're annoyed by something. So you ask someone, or you order them, can you not do that? And last one, can we leave now? Let's say you're in a party, you're getting bored. You ask them, can we leave now? Or in a theater, you just hated the movie. You ask this question. All of these are orders, remember. Seventh is a little bit tricky. These are the verbs that are connected to your senses, and hence we cannot use them in present continuous tense when we use ing. We use can instead of it, or just directly the verb. An example, I can see him running. Right, here we cannot say I am seeing him running or her running. It's incorrect because, see, these are the senses, see, hear, smell, taste. We cannot do that. We cannot use ing. All we can use is can. I can see him running. You might think that this is not continuous, but it is continuous, though we are using can. Second, I can hear the knock. There's someone at the door. He or she is knocking. That means it is continuous happening, Then still we are not using I am hearing the knock. I can hear the knock or I hear the knock. And the last one, can you taste the ginger in the food? It's so good. So can you taste the ginger? Again, we didn't say, are you tasting the ginger? We say, can you taste the ginger? Okay. Now, what we can't do with can is talk about chances. Remember, initially I told you few of the sentences are incorrect. Number 3 and number 4 were incorrect. Let's see the first one. There can be a seminar next week. It's incorrect. The reason is, and the second one we'll also see together, we can go running tomorrow. Both of them are incorrect because they're talking about chances. There's a probability, there's a chance, which is not possible here. So in that case, we're going to use, there may be a seminar next week. Or there might be a seminar next week. May and might will be discussed in another class, but both are correct. Cannot be used in this case because they are chances. Second one, we may go running tomorrow. It's possible, but cannot be used in this situation. All right, that was your can, and we're gonna just rewind it quickly that it is used for ability, common or typical things that might be happening with you, possible at some moment, that is certain time, asking and giving permission, offers, orders, certain verbs because they are connected with your senses, and finally you cannot use can for chances. Now we're gonna talk about could. We have already finished about can. Could is actually very interesting, in my opinion more interesting than can. So let's continue. The first thing is ability in the past. Can was used for ability, but not in the past. An example, I could read English when I was 5. It was possible for me to read English when I was 5. It might be or might not be possible now. So we use could for past abilities. My father could run 10 kilometers in a go. Now it might be not possible for him. But earlier it was, so we say my father could run 10 kilometers in a go. In a go means in one run. 2 years ago I could code. I was a good coder, let's say 2 years ago, but not now. So I say 2 years ago I could code, but I can't do it now. Right. Second one is polite version of can. If you want to be polite to someone, use could. Let me show you an example. We could go running tomorrow. We cannot say we can go, but we could go running tomorrow is like politely saying it is possible. When you're here, we could talk. You don't want to shout at them. You don't want to have a fight on phone. You just say, when you're here, we could talk. It's a polite version of can. You could get a better offer soon. So just to make other person feel better that, there's something wrong going on with this job, you can get a better offer. Instead of that, you can say you could get a better offer. This gives them console. So this is polite version of can. Number 3, you can, but you didn't try. This is interesting. You were able to do something, but you didn't try. That's why we use could. An example, I could have married anytime I wanted. That means it is possible, or it was possible for me to marry, but I didn't. So it was possible, but didn't try or didn't do it. Second one, I could have won if I hadn't fallen. You were in a race or you won anything, you just fell, and that's why this happened. You could win. It is possible for you to do that, but you didn't. Now remember, in this case you have to use could have, not just could. Always could have. And because of the have, you have to use past participle, that you have to use married and won. Okay. Number 4 is criticize. You can use could have to criticize someone. Let's see, how do we criticize using could have? Number 1, you could have helped me. I was stuck in a situation, you didn't help me. You could have helped me. This is like criticizing or telling someone you did something wrong. Next, you could have told me about that. Something, in, let's say today I didn't have to come to class and you didn't call me that there's no class. You could have told me about that. So could have is used to criticize someone. All right, next one, permission. That is a little bit polite version than can. We can give an offer, take permission. Could I ask you something? Is permission, of course. So we have a polite version of can. Could you come to pick me up? Because see, this is what we're asking for ourselves. That's why we have to use could. The next thing you can use with could is requests. Request as in, could you lend me some money? This is a request that you're asking someone. You're not ordering. The polite version of order is called request. Right. Do you think you could help me? Because it's for you. You always request them. You can't order them. Remember, polite version of order is request. Now, this is something more interesting. Could can be used for indirect speech of the same sentence. Same situation, you have to use could. Can you help me is direct speech. But I asked if you could help me is indirect speech. When the subject is not important, the object is important. Direct and indirect are being discussed in the grammar playlist or in the the whole session in the playlist of spoken English. You can get it. But for now, let's understand for indirect speech, we use could. Great. What we cannot do with could is we cannot use it for past sometime. Remember I told you for can, it is for present, but for past we use could. But certain spaces we cannot. Remember this first and second sentence initially? We said, I could throw the stick 10 feet yesterday. Something that happened in the past just once, we cannot use could. Same thing. How many chocolates could you get? There was some, just once that happened. For if it happens once in the past, we cannot say could. For that, what we have to say is, I managed to throw. Okay. Or you can say, were you able to? You able to and managed to. These are the words you can use in this situation rather than could, because it happened once in the past, not every time. It was not a habit or a manner kind of thing. And the next one is a revision of your could. Ability in the past, polite version of can. You can, but you couldn't try. That means you had the ability, but you didn't try. Criticize someone or saying something bad about someone. Permission, request, indirect speech. This is also interesting. And you cannot use it for past because it happened just once. All right, that was your can and could and the modal auxiliary verbs. In the coming session or in the coming videos, we're going to talk about other verbs. So please stay connected. You can do two things. First of all, you can subscribe us so that you're going to see all the videos, or you can save the playlist in your YouTube. Just click on the save button. It is possible. All right. Thank you for listening to us, and don't forget to subscribe. Learn with Sam and Ash.